Hi, Nick Barnes again. More whiskey, hooray! Dave Giles from the inimitable Whiskey and Things podcast has asked me which other whiskies I have in my magical whiskey cupboard. Um, and so my daughter Esme has helped me get all the whiskies out. They're here on the table. I'm going to chat very briefly about them, but mainly this is like a list of my whiskies. So unless you're into lists, probably not your thing. These are kind of in an order, but not really. So let's just go for it. I can show them all to the camera, and then I can like snapshot them for like stills, whatever. I have a little bit of standard Jamesons. There's not much in there, so I probably won't have that long. I'm going to do the ones I don't have very many of different expressions at first because they're here at the front. I've got an unopened bottle of Glenmorangie. What is this? A 10? What even is it? It says somewhere 10, yeah. So Glenmorangie 10, it's a half bottle. I'm going to open that now because it's my habit to always not to keep the seals on bottles of anything. Because that way, no one ever asks me, "Oh, can I open this?" Because the answer is yes, but it's like, it's easier to open. Whatever, I'm rambling. So Glenmorangie 10. Then we've got the Glenlivet Founders Reserve, which doesn't seem to have a number on it. This has been quite cheap in Tesco's and probably other supermarkets. Other supermarkets are available for a long time, and people buy bottles of it. And don't say no. It's quite nice. It's Speyside, I think, isn't it? Glenlivet. Not even sure where Glenlivet's from. It's not bad. It's kind of a bit. It's not exactly my thing. Then I've got like how much that is. A third of a bottle of the Glenfiddich 12, and also a whole bottle of the Glenfiddich 12. Swiftly followed by what is that? A bit more than half a bottle of the Glenfiddich 15. That's nice. I really like that. And then the Glenfiddich 18. At some point, someone bought me like one of the 12, one of the 15, one of the 18. I really like the 15. The 18, I don't know. It's oversold. I think it's not worth the price differential from the 15, as far as I'm concerned. What have we got back here? Ardmore. This is a Highland, non-chill filtered. Quite a traditional sort of a label, which I like. Not very much of it left in there. That'll go one evening. And that's the end of like the oddities out of my whiskey cupboard. We then will move swiftly through the Taliskers. We discussed those in the previous video. Put that to one side, not Talisker at all. The Talisker 10, like how much is that? Third of a litre perhaps in there. An unopened Talisker 10, which I'll keep unopened because there's the Talisker 10 right there. So just the Talisker 10. And then these other ones which I did in that other review, the Talisker Sky, I mentioned anyway. Talisker Storm, these are nearly full. The Talisker Dark Storm, which after I finished that review, I had a wee dram of the Talisker Dark Storm. That was really nice. That was really nice. It made me prefer that to the regular Talisker 10. It was just, it had a lot more sort of mouthfeel going on. I don't know. Amazing. Then, let's see. Then, if I reach over here, we've got what I call the Leapfrog Lefroy Quarter Cask, which is quite a nice expression. It's not the standard Lefroy. There's definitely more like richer. I say I don't find fruit in whiskey, so maybe let's find another word for it. Like I don't know. It's more rounded, I think, than the regular Leapfrog. Then over here we've got an unopened Lefroy Select, which I think is a standard Lefroy, except they hand select oak casks. This was a gift. It's unopened again. Maybe I'll just. They say you shouldn't because opened whiskies, eventually the cork dries out, and then the alcohol starts to evaporate out of the whiskey in the bottle. But hey, Freud Select that was. Now the Bamor. For a long while, Bamor was like my go-to session whiskey. There's a litre of cask strength. Now, has this got an age on it? I don't think so. I've had that a long time, and I should drink that up because it will be, as I say, the cork will be drying, and then the whiskey just gets definitely much less nice after a while in the bottle. The Bamor 15, that is super nice. Mariner is the expression. This is more of a standard Bamor, but small batch in bourbon casks. I don't have a standard Bamor here. The only other Islay whiskey, true Islay whiskey that I've got is this, which is basically untouched, and I'm really looking forward to. So, Dave, if you're feeling like doing a review of Bruch Laddich, the classic laddie, it's a beautiful bottle. It's very different from every other whiskey bottle. Like this kind of bright coloured wraps almost. I don't know how it's done offhand. Unpeated. This is unpeated Bruch Laddich. Plenty of that in there. Then we come to the rectangular, more sort of boxy bottles. Let's see, which one of these? Jura, which is a distillery on the island of Jura, which is next to the island of Islay. In fact, it's between Islay and the mainland. But the only way to get there is to go to Islay, where I went on my honeymoon. My wife's also, now ex-wife's also a whiskey nut, as I may have mentioned before. Yeah, so that's how you get to the Jura distillery. You have to go to Islay and like drive. The boat to Islay comes in. What's the name of the place? It's at the southern edge. There's a whole row of amazing distilleries, which are not mostly open. Those ones, or are not open to the public. Like so, Lagavulin is right there, and Lefroy, and I think maybe Port Ellen. Maybe Port Ellen is the name of where the ferry comes in. Anyway, you drive from there. You can drive quite a while up to Bamor, where this stuff comes from. There's a distillery there. The distillery at Bamor, the wastewater from distilling heats the town swimming pool. Bamor is the capital of Islay, and you can drive like this way to, I think it's Portiscade, maybe. I'm not certain. It's a long time ago. And then you can get a ferry across the Strait of Islay. It's called the Sound of Islay. Sorry, the Sound of Islay across to Jura. The Sound of Jura is between the mainland and Jura, and the Sound of Islay is between Jura and Islay. I've got those the right way around. The Sound of Jura is between the mainland and Jura. The Sound of Islay is between Jura and Islay. I'm sure that's right. Anyway, so that's the only way to get to Jura. It's a nice whiskey. It's not as intense as most of the Islay whiskies. And I've got several here, but they used to just do a standard 10. Maybe they still do, but I don't seem to have any of it here. I've got the Jura 16, which I've got. It's a litre bottle, but I've only got like the bit, so that's probably 250 or something in there. Then I've got Jura Superstition, the generous half bottle in there. Which is doesn't have an age on it, but superstition is the expression. This is the closest thing to the Jura 10 that I've got, which is Jura Origin, and it's a 10. Very pleasant. I've got a half bottle, some left in a half bottle, so probably 300, of the Jura Journey expression. And then the other two other whiskies are, I think, the same. Yeah, they are. can't remember all these other whiskies. And it's the Highland Park HP sauce, as I call it. The Highland Park 12. Those are both the same. Got a full one and whatever that is, 300 in there. And those are my whiskies, which I'll now stick back in the cupboard.